to the part 2 of the video. Okay, so here I am ready to graph. I'm going to plot my x-intercept and my y-intercept first. My x-intercept is at 2, 0, 1, 2, 0. My y-intercept is at 0, 3, 1, 2, 3. I know my slope is negative 3 over 2, and check this out. Let me just count down from my 2 points, my y-intercept down to my x-intercept. Down 1, 2, 3, negative 3, right 1, 2. So there's my slope. I can get some additional points by using the slope. Up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2. Okay, and from this point here, down 1, 2, 3, right 1, 2. I'm ready to graph. I can draw my line. And there it is. And remember, I've stressed the importance. I must make these lines. That's why I leave this in the video. I could pause and leave it out, but it's just too important. Okay, so there's my line. All right, I will do one more example for you and then give you a couple examples, and you should be good to go. Okay, so now we're going to try this one. I see I have the equation negative 5x plus 2y equals 10, and it looks like it's in standard form, but if I pay attention, I notice that it's not. Danger, Will Robinson, there is a problem right there. The a coefficient cannot be negative. The lead coefficient cannot be negative. By the way, if I just switch the 5x and the 2y, I am not in standard form, because when I would switch them, the 2y is positive, so I would have to have a positive 2y. The 5x is negative right there. It'd be minus 5x. That would equal 10. I'm still not in standard form, so I can't just go, oh, I'll switch them and then I'll be fine. No, I can't do that. First of all, the x term needs to come first, and it needs to be positive. The coefficient on it needs to be a positive. So to rectify this situation, I will either, see if you can answer, multiply or divide by negative 1. I think in the last example I multiplied by negative 1, so on this one I'll divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1, and divide by negative 1. My new equation becomes this: 5x minus 2y equals negative 10. All right, now I'm going to list my A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. In this case, it's easy as 5, negative 2, negative 10. All right, those are the A, B, and C terms. They are not variables, remember, coefficients, and C is a constant. A and B are the coefficients. To get my x-intercept, the x-intercept, see if you can do it on your own. The x-intercept is going to be C divided by A. C divided by A. So that's negative 10 divided by 5, which is negative 2, which means that the x-intercept occurs when x is negative 2. The y-coordinate, of course, must be 0 because I'm on the x-axis. All right, the y-intercept. To get the y-intercept from my shortcuts, I'm going to do C, and I'm going to divide by B. And I'm going to get positive 5 in that case. So the y-intercept occurs when y is 5. X is 0, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I can go ahead and draw my line, but just to make it pretty, I'll go ahead and find the slope. I'll do the slope right here. I know that it's negative A over B. The two negatives cancel out, giving me 5 over 2. So I'll come over here and count my slope, make sure I'm right. I'm at the x-intercept, and I'll count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll count right 1, 2, and sure enough, I hit the point. I can count up again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. From here, I'll count down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. There we go. All right, so I'm going to draw my line. And I will extend it a little bit. And there we go. There is the line from standard form. All right. I want you to use those shortcuts because they are very, very handy. In fact, I'm going to give you 2 or 3 equations. I won't tell you what the shortcuts are. You try them on your own. Pause the video. When you're done, unpause it, and then the answers will appear. So give me one moment. Okay, here are your 2 problems. First equation, 3x minus 2y equals 12. And then the second equation is negative 4x plus 2y equals 9. Go ahead and pause them, see if you can figure out your x-intercepts, your y-intercepts, your slopes. Make sure they're in standard form before you do that. Use your shortcuts, and then you can unpause and see what I come up with, see if we agree with each other. So go ahead and pause now. Okay, here are the answers I came up with. Equation number 1 is in standard form. To get the x-intercept, I divide c by a. C is 12, a is 3. Okay, so I did c over a, like I said. To get the y-intercept, I did c over b, which is negative 6. And notice I wrote my intercepts as points. The x-coordinate, the x-intercept has a y-coordinate of 0. The y-coordinate has, the y-intercept has an x-coordinate of 0. And then the slope would be negative a over b, which would be negative 3 over negative 2, which simplifies to 3 over 2. The second equation, negative 4x plus 2y equals 9, was not in standard form because a was not positive. I multiplied through by a negative 1 to get positive 4x minus 2y equals negative 9. Notice the blue, the dark blue, showing that the signs changed. My x-intercept ends up being at negative 9/4. I don't really know how to graph negative 9/4, so I converted it to a mixed number, which would be negative 2 1/4. That I could find on a graph. Y-coordinate of the x-intercept is obviously 0. The y-intercept, the x-coordinate is 0, and I did c over b, and I get negative 9 over negative 2, which is 9 over 2. Again, I don't want to graph 9 over 2. It sounds strange because I'm not counting a slope. I'm actually finding a location on the graph. So I divide 9 by 2 and get 4.5. And it's positive because 2 negatives divided come up to be positive. My slope is negative 4 over negative 2, which simplifies to positive 2 over 1, or just simply 2. All right, very good. So that is standard form in a nutshell. If you need to watch the video again, please go ahead and do so. And Mr. Lawrence, signing off.